Yes, I believe we're live. Finally. Sorry about that delay. Things didn't want to go right at all, so I couldn't stream to YouTube. I think it might have streamed a little bit to Twitch. I don't know, but you know, I've been checking these things for the last 2 hours, and then when suddenly they you want them to work, they don't. So I'm just babbling for the next 30 seconds while things buffer and stuff like that. But I'm hoping that all of you have seen my probably 15 text messages now on Facebook and Twitch and Twitter. I finally managed to log in and see this stream. I've got sound today. I'm not dropping any frames, so everything looks good. Okay, let's go through what we got. Issue 86, and it comes with these. Okay, issue 86 is already completed, so I'm going to chuck that down there, and I'm going to show you what's been done in that already. Issue 87. And it comes with these bits here. Issue 88. And it comes with these bits here. And issue 89. Which comes with these bits here. And as you can see, I've got my power pack because it's all to do with the electrics today. And we're going to be filling up the electrics on this beast here. Putting all the landing lights into these positions. Around, I think there's 4 landing light positions, but you can see these big things here, and that's pretty much why I've included episode 85 in this as well, and 86. I didn't want to do a live build of it again though, because you've already seen me build one of these, so they're pretty much the same. Look, you got these here and here, and what side haven't I showed you? You've seen those sides and the big side. Whoops. Trying to juggle these things here. There. And the same on that one. So these are completed. Now the reason they don't want you to attach these now is because there's still quite a lot of detail to these. So if you start putting them on and screwing it down onto the ship, you're going to have to flip the whole ship over to get the bits that are underneath. So that's why they're not included now. But I'm going to put them on the floor. For issue 89, I'm also going to need this that we made. And as you can see, my one is covered in dust. We haven't had to use it for so long. I'm not cleaning it up. I think that adds to the ambience, I suppose. When it comes to painting, I'll probably do something. But anyway, we're going to be getting cracking on this landing gear. So let's roll the intro. Okay, I have got my chat open so I can see Chris. Chris, you did ask me a question on Twitter regarding this bit that we got right at the start. I haven't got a clue what that's for. I thought it was an extension to take from the cockpit to the control panel, but it doesn't seem to be. It may just be a spare. Before I start fitting these lights, which came like this, as you can see, we've got 2 small ones, wires, short ones should I say, and 2 long ones. This is where the control panel is, and hang on, let's change the view. This is the control panel here, and the lights are going to be going in these sections here, and there's 2 here as well. So the long ones go in these ones, short ones go in these ones. That's what we're going to be fitting. But as I read through this, I noticed a problem. What screws do you use? Now, if you look at this picture here, we've got 4 screws that we use at the moment, and as you can see, we've got a small one which is for the bulkheads. We've got a self-threading. We've got ones. It doesn't actually explain what you do, and when I took this photo and looked at the screws I've got, there's actually another one. There's another one on this as well, so there's 5 gold screws. So I've already had a little screw in to see which screw is going to be the best for these landing lights to go in. Bit of housekeeping again. As I said, let's get the page, get the right magazine first. If I'm looking over here, it means I'm actually looking at the instructions, because I actually rest them on my keyboard. And if I'm looking here, I'm doing the thing, and I'll try and talk to the camera. I've got another screen over here which is all my chat, so if I'm looking all the way over here, I'm looking at your chat. Okay, so first things first, let's start putting these electrics in, which I can't wait for. I'm going to switch the camera because I'm going to be working on this section here. But you can still see my beautiful face down there. Okay. By the way, I normally show the packets. This is issue 87's pack here. As you can see, it's all the back illumination. But I need this bit here which is the landing lights, which actually operates these lights coming on. So by the end of this issue, I should be able to press this blue button here and the lights come on. I'm not quite sure how I'm going to show you that, but we'll figure something out. Okay, the other thing is, good tip, that I'm keeping the little wiry things that come with it, just for the wire tidy afterwards. You see, there's no wire tidy at all at the moment. I will rectify that. But if this is going to be going in here, like so, they want this plugged into J12, which is over here. I need to make sure it fits, and it does. So let's get this screwed in. Now I am aware some of this might be off camera here. It is slightly off camera. I don't really want to go moving the camera around at the moment. Let's put you back on the big one so you can see what I'm doing. When I'm doing the back ones I will. It's because it took me an age to get this camera set up, because I don't think you can appreciate, if you haven't got this collection, how big this thing actually is. I'm not screwing them in all the way. I'm just screwing them in part of the way, because they're a pain to get in. Yeah, it's big. So if I was to have the camera set up so you could see the whole thing, where am I looking here? So you can see the whole film. The problem we're going to have is that you won't really get to see much detail. It'll be quite a distance. Right, so this is going to be plugged into J12. Nope, not happy with that. I need to make sure we're putting this in right. Yep, J12. That's in. We've got our first landing light. Okay, second landing light will be going in this side here. Can you see that? Let's have a look. Yeah, you can. So let's switch back to camera. Yes, Chris, it is only you on tonight. You tend to find a lot of people take these, watch these later. I know my missus is probably watching it as well, though, Chris. Oh, thank you, Davros. I've got people on Twitch watching me as well, so it's all good. Whoops. Okay. Get this in here. Start it off. Now, touch wood, all the electrics I've received so far are working, so I haven't tested them. And obviously the tests come once all this stuff is screwed in. So if something doesn't work, I don't think that's the sort of thing that I'm going to be doing on live build. I'll be getting my voltmeter out and checking currents and God knows what else. But I'm sure it will work. I'm not pessimistic. I've been told I'm not allowed to be pessimistic. So I'm sure it will work. Right, where's this one go? God, I've done this out of order, so... Fit the switch to port rear landing leg recess. Oh my god. What one's that? You have to bear with me. I'm figuring out where this one goes. I don't suppose it matters, does it? I'll leave that one out for a minute. We'll start doing the long one and follow the instructions until we get to that. This is almost done. I'm going to show you a picture at the end of what it's looking like at issue 83, which looks pretty amazing actually. Okay, so these ones, as in step 3, just forward of the corridor. I'm guessing that's over this side. Okay. Dun, 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 dun. Now, as long as they're plugged into one of the J ports, I don't think it matters, to be honest with you, what they go into. Obviously, 4 J ports are already lined up to take on these landing lights. So, whoops, and there we go. I dropped the screwdriver. Now, you can see what I mean about the wire tidy at the moment, because this is the ramp here. And if the ramp goes down, the last thing you want to see is wires. So I'll figure that one out later. But this got to go in J11. So this is going over here. Actually, no, let's take that out. I'm going to put it in J6 and J5. So yes, that's these two here. I'm going to put them in these ones here. So anything on the right hand side of the ship goes on the right hand side of the circuit board. Everything on the left hand side of the ship gets into the left hand circuit board. So that means I can plug this one in because that's going in there. So last one. It's going to fit, which is good. I can't wait to try this out, I'll tell you. I've been itching to do this all day. You haven't got a clue how much I've just been thinking, shall I just check it and see if it works? But I'm brave enough to start putting these things in now and see it not working once it's all gone together. Pretty crazy stuff. Right, almost there. Okay, and then this one plugs into the last socket that we've got available here. Cool, that's all for him. Now before we can start turning things on, that's the packet gone, we need to put the switch in. The switch, as I said, is part of this one here. So let's get this out. You can tell we must be coming to the end because at the moment, I mean, you can only see this area here. If you see this area in front of my computer here and on the floor, this is absolutely everywhere at the moment. Absolutely everywhere. And I'm sure that after this stream, oh God, I'm dropping things. I'm sure after this stream, I'm going to be spending a good deal of time trying to get this place tidied up again. So, right, the bit we need is not on that one. We need this bit here. Okay. So this is the bit we got on, which is the landing gear, and when we press this, it's a switch and it's going to operate the landing lights, hopefully. Chris just asked, we all get a remote for this. Yeah, as you can see, there's a little antenna here on the circuit board. That's what's going to pick up the that whirly thing there. So it's going to pick up the signal for the remote. Okay, so this bit is going to be going in here. Is it directional? Because that didn't seem to want to fit very well. No. Okay, well, we're going to put it in and see what happens. If I go quiet, it's because I'm doing a bit of detail, so... They've put this in the other way. Should I do that? Yeah, let's do that. They put this in this way. There must be a reason they've done that, so just get this area in. Now, short of actually turning this whole thing upside down, I think I'm just going to see if the lights come on and if you can see them through there. But let's plug this into where it's got to go. Screw the board to about pounds. Plug the switch into J13, which is here. That's in. Okay. So it wants me to try it out. Right, we've got the battery pack here. So I'm so nervous of doing this. Let's put the battery pack in. And we're going to turn it on, and I'm going to try and operate it. There's nothing on at the moment, but I've got to press this landing switch. Turn the battery pack on, then press the test button B and ensure all the 4 lights come on. I've got to press this button, so bear with me. Taking the panel off. Test panel B, which is that one. Press the button. Oh, and they've come on. They have come on. Can you see that? 1, 2, 3, 4. Cool. Let's turn this light out a second. Look. Yeah. They look better from underneath, I have to say. But that is working. Yay. Turn that off again. That was great. I've got some lights lit. I'm well happy with that. And that concludes issue 87. Thank God for that. That worked. Okay, issue 88. There you go. On this one, we're going to be fitting these back areas here, the engine lights. So, for the minute, I'm going to put this whole thing on the floor. I'll put that plate on afterwards because I'm going to need this area. That was so good. That made me feel happy, that did. Right, okay. So, we're working on these areas here now. What we're going to do... Take these out. No idea what I'm doing with these. But I'm guessing we need to open the packet up as well for 88. So we've got some metal work in here, I noticed. Loads more screws. And also, in the previous one that I opened, we've got these things here as well. These are the interior vertical struts which stop the top and bottom crushing into each other. These eventually go around the ship. I think I may have to do these in the next couple of issues, so we'll see where they go. But, first off, it wants all these out of here. Let's get these out of here. I'm going to just turn up the white balance a little bit so you get a better picture. Oh, that's of me. In case I'm not going to be able to do that. In that case, I'm just going to lower this arm down to give a bit more light. There we go. Perfect. Right. Oh my God, there's still more. Where does all of this go? Right, okay. No idea. I'm going to put it exactly how they've got it. They've got it like that, then like that, and then these two bits here, like that. 4 of them. So you can see them. There you go. What do we do? Absolutely no idea. Right, take the one and uncoil its lead. Right, I can do that. Again, as I said, I'm saving these wiry things. Right. How does these go? Right, so lay the wire in the notch on the corner of the lower housing as shown. Which one's the lower housing? Oh my God, right, hang on a second. The lower housing is the one that's got the holes, right, okay. So there's a notch, I can see a notch. Fit the up housing on top so that the wire fits in the centre. This doesn't make any sense at all. Alright, so I'm guessing you want it like that. I'm guessing. This is going to be going along there, I'm guessing. In that hole there, and then out through this bit here. Alright, okay. Let's see how that works. So we have this in like this. This is going to be fiddly. See that straight away. Put that bit in there. Oh, come on. There you go. I don't know if that's right. Oops, crush the wire. That looks good. If that is how we're meant to do it, I'm not going to stick it down yet because I don't know how we're supposed to secure this. That doesn't cover the whole thing, is it meant to? No, it's not. That's interesting. Okay. Well, that's definitely how it goes. I really did think it would cover the whole... Let me show you this. When I stick that down, look, it's still leaving about a centimetre there. In the book, there is a gap there. But it's nowhere near as big as a centimetre. Mark with a tip of the LED strip so you can reposition it later. Right, okay. Well, that's how that looks, but it doesn't tell me how. Ah, right, okay. Insert a short self-strapping screw into the centre hole. So I'm screwing them from... Oh my god. So it's not right here. My thing doesn't look like the picture. That's not good. Okay, yeah, I think we're going to be tightening them up into these bits here. To the top ones. Let's see what happens when I try and screw something in. Any help out there? Oh, okay, Michael. That's cool. Right. Oh, that did work, so that's good. Okay. Right, how many screws have we got? So we're fixing 6 screws into each one. Whoops. Breaking them down. I apologise for the low light here because I didn't expect on the main camera. I didn't expect to have to take the actual big base unit off, which I've done. When I put the hull, the bottom hull back on, obviously it's going to be lit a lot better. But I'm guessing I'm doing this with both of these, so that will be the next thing I'm doing. And I haven't got a clue, as I said earlier, if I'm using the right screws for this, but they seem to be fitting and they're holding the thing together. So, hopefully, that's a big yes. But I am actually really surprised that they don't cover the whole thing. I suppose you're not going to notice anyway, because you're not going to see these lights. They're going to be behind a diffuser. Okay, that's cool. Right, do you want me to undo these? Right, okay, so we're going to take the stickiness off and stick them down. These lights here are exactly what I'm using around my desk here. So I've got experience with these before. I've used them before. There we go. Looking good. You see that? Looking good. And it comes out that hole at the back there. So we need to repeat that again on this one. Okay. Again, so this is going to be going out here. And in here. God, this is tricky, isn't it? Whoever said this thing's easy? Let's get one end in first. I can always put that bit in afterwards. Oops. To there. Perfect. Perfect. Right. Get these last screws in. That didn't sound like a good noise, did it? So I haven't broke anything. I'm sure I haven't. This thing's been going for 2 years. Can you believe that? At Christmas, 2 years. It's gone really quickly. Can't believe how quick it's gone. And this is my 4th Phillips head screwdriver I've gone through. 4th one. Actually, this one got sent to me when I did the trial version of Build Your Own R2-D2. They sent me a new one. Thank God for that. I said I've gone through 4 at the moment. Well, now you've said that, Michael, I think what I'm going to do is this one, I am going to make sure it goes up to the edge to hopefully alleviate that. But I'll tell you what, I was going to save this to the end, but I will, I'll show you now. Let me just get this screw in. Okay, on this picture here, not that picture. Oh, lost the picture. Hang on. On this picture here, as you can see, the lights here have got, they've got like a centre bit anyway. They've got a centre bracket going through, but the diffuser, you're right, it is going to leave a dark bit in the middle. I think I will put that through over the edge to alleviate that. But that don't look too bad, does it? Looks pretty cool. So, but yeah, I will. I am going to do that, definitely. I'm going to. I just dropped the screw, and I just found the screw. You can't really see this here. Let's go back to this one. Last one. As you can see, I haven't reused all of those new packs of screws that came out. I haven't used them at all. Right, let's have a look at these. Now, these are going to be, they're pretty similar, so it doesn't matter where they're going to go, but if they're going to be in the back of the ship like this, I just need to make sure. Get that one back in. Oh god, they're going to be different ways round though, aren't they? They're going to be the same way round. We say they're going to be that way round. God, what way round do they go on the ship? That up. Let's have a look. They're going to be going with these bits upwards. So if that's the case, a bit like that, I'm going to want this to go here. Right, okay, I'm gonna brave it. And theoretically this is not gonna leave a black spot. Because looking at how these are, if I'm going that way around, we'll see how it looks. We'll see how it looks when we put them in. Certainly going to be a bright light, I know that much. Okay, what's next? We're bringing the thing back up. Okay, I'm just going to have to clear my desk off a little bit while I get the Falcon back up here. I knew this was going to be a lot of moving around tonight, but thank God there's hardly any gluing. I can't be doing with any more gluing. Let's get this into a position where you can see where I'm working. So basically we're going to be working on, I'm going to move this round I think actually. Bear with me while I move the camera. Because I want you guys to see pretty much everything I'm doing here. Okay, so we're going to be working on this area here. Not where the battery pack is. And this is where they're going to be going, on these bits here. So, first things first. Dun, 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 dun. We're going to have one going in these holes here. How do these get attached? Through the top. That's interesting. And how do we attach them? Right, it says insert fixing screws into all 8 holes. 1, 2, 3, 4. Alright, okay. This video is not 4 hours, trust me. This is going to be one of the quickest videos we've done. Compared to the last one we did, Jesus, that was crazy. One. I'm not putting the top on yet. 2. It was funny getting my the inner rooms of the ship. What are they called? I don't know where the chessboard pattern is. Getting that down after so long. Okay. Right, that don't want to go in. Why doesn't that want to go in? It doesn't want to go in because it wasn't lined up. Now that's typical, isn't it? Cool, that's one in. That went in really painlessly. And I have minimised that gap for the light that you're just telling me about, Michael. So hopefully when that diffuser comes on, it won't look too bad. Diffusers normally work quite well. They're working good with this softbox I've got up here. And plus I've got one of the old £100 lightsabers behind me, and they're really spaced out. And you don't really notice dark spots in them. Actually, the red one you did, the Vader one. I've got the Anakin one, the blue one. Oh my god! The thing is, see, Michael, I'm never gonna. Oh, this ain't in properly. Hang on a second. That's better. I'm never going to be opening it. It's going to be going behind me on the wall somehow. I'm going to get it in some sort of position, and that's it. It's going to be background. So I'm never going to open it, which is partly the reason I didn't do anything like that. I have seen some of the ones on the Deagostini site though, and they are really, really, really impressive. And you know, I kind of wish if I was making a diorama, or it's going to be on a table or something where people can actually touch the thing and use it, then by all means I think that would look brilliant. But it's going on the wall, and I don't think it's ever going to be touched, so that's why I haven't done that. But let's get on with it. Yeah. Okay, I've done all the 8 fixing screws. Right, plug the LED from starboard sublight engine into socket 10. Okay, port's left, isn't it? Right, okay, let's get this right. Starboard's to the right. Okay, so from the, because they're using port and starboard now, so plug the lead from the starboard sublight engines into socket 10. Right, that's that one. And plug the leads from the port sublight into 16, which is this one here. Right, I've got to turn this thing back on again and press button B. Wow! Let's get this down so you can see this. Hang on. Ugh. Look! Way, there we go. That's pretty cool. Put B again, turn it off. And back on again. Hey, that looks cool. Yes, very happy with that. Very, very happy with that. I'm going to sit here being happy. Right, let's turn that off again. So everything works. Bloody hell. See, I wish, for all you people who don't realise what's going on in the chat, if you're not seeing YouTube chat, Michael's telling me about making a grid to go over when the lights are turned off. And he's... It basically looks like he's jerry-rigging it from Poundland items, but it looks pretty cool. You'd have to send some photos, Michael, because I'm really interested in that sort of thing. That's it. That was that issue done. Look, issue 88's done, and we've got like all the lights set up now. I know for a fact that the next bits haven't got anything to do with lights. We're going to be putting this inside the ship somehow. All dusty as hell it is, but we'll get there in a second and figure out what goes on. I know we've got to put the bottom bits on, so we've still got all of these bracket things here as well, which they haven't told me to put on yet. I know they're going to be going on soon, so we'll get that sorted soon. But yeah, this is the last one, issue 89. So we'll get out the pieces we've got here. We've got another new base for the for this. I guess it goes on the bottom of that, because the way things are at the moment, it's not going to sit in that hole the way it is. More metal bits. No idea. Okay. What does it want me to do? Oh, it wants me to put a turret well in there. Right, okay. Oh my god, right. Let's... I'm just so running out of space. Okay. Okay, first off, it wants me to do the turret well. I've already put the glass in here. And the turret is basically this little bad boy here, which I already had ready. Because I figured we might have to use this. And it wants it to put ensure the flange of the turret well fits flush and around the recess. Plug the LED in the turret into junction 7. Right, it hasn't told me any way of securing this though. Michael, have you done this? Oh, I'll have a look on the forum, Michael. Excellent. I know this fits quite flush, but it's too flush for my liking. Is this stuck down? It doesn't say anything about sticking it down. Don't know, but I'll leave it for now. I can always stick it down later. This is going to be going into junction 7 over here. Turn it back on again. Press B. Yep, the light turns on in there too. Let's turn this light out and go like this. As you can see, look, I've got a light on in there now. Press B again and it turns off. Turns on, turns off, turns on. I could play that all day. Let's turn the light back on. Cool. Okay, that's the electrics done. I've had my fun with that. Okay, right, next thing to do, I'm going to be putting this on the floor again for a second. Because I need the space. And we're going to get these over. Okay, yeah, cool. I saw the notch, but and it has got it is stuck in, but I just wondered if it needs a bit more reinforcing for that. Okay, now it wants me to fit all of this together, which, as you can see, I've already done. It's already been fitted together. So I've killed a lot of time there as well, basically screwing these bits to that, these bits to that. I've already done that. But basically, we're going to turn it upside down, and it wants this. Let's put it the way that they've got it in the picture, which is this way. Oh, I suppose it doesn't really matter what way this goes, actually. It's going to be going this way around into these bits here. And we've got to glue them on. So I can't get away with not using glue. I guess I'm going to have to use some glue. Okay. Dun, dun, dun. I take it all the people that are watching at the moment, what did you think of the Rogue One last trailer? I'm very much looking forward to that film. Looks pretty cool. Okay, that's that bit on. Next bit is this curved bit here. It's going to be going there. Cool. Let's get that on. Once this is on, I'm not taking these screws out again, that's for sure. This is in for life now. 2. And last one is this one here. How does this go? Nope, I'm confused. Where does it go? It goes up the thing. So it does go here. And it goes... Ugh, get me bearings again. It goes this way round. What am I doing wrong? If this is that bit, this bit's going like that, it says. I can't see how that can do that. This is crazy. Right, let's get it the same way around they've got it here. So we've got this tunnel. Oh, it's going on this end. Right, okay. That makes more sense. Let's go in. Glue the 4 lugs on the main support into the arrowed screwed holes. I haven't got anything else, have I? This doesn't make any sense to me at all. Because it's not fitting flush anywhere. it wouldn't fit on the gun as well, and I glued it separate. Okay, well let's see exactly how they want this put on. They want it in line with this one, and basically it's going to be going on here like this, right there. It definitely isn't fitting on these lugs at all. Oh yes it is, yes, it fit fine. Right, okay, just took some wiggling. Just going to reinforce that with a bit of glue around there. Okay, perfect. Yay! That looked difficult, but we got there in the end. So theoretically now, once that's just dried, I'll give it another minute, it's going to be able to stand up and be level. So I can put it back on the ship. Now that means I've got to bring the ship back up here. This is going to be interesting. Right, I'm going to put that on the floor while we bring the ship back. Okay, we're going to be working with this area here. This is where it's going to be going. So I want to pull that down so you can see a bit more of it. Perfect. And let's see if we can get this to fit wherever it's meant to fit. So I'm guessing this doesn't help. I can see these things here. Let's have a look. It's going to be going from this bit here is the small tunnel, this way round. Let's see what we've got. Oh, I see. Right, okay, we've got two things to go in there. Perfect. These two bits here. And last but not least, wicked. That's perfect. Just looking at that's fit perfect. Now, have we got to put anything in there at all? I can't believe how well that's just gone in. That is excellent. Right, there is one thing I've got a problem with, and that is if that is going where it says it's going, I'm not happy. That's better. Because I wasn't happy with this area here where the turret goes in, but that looks to be it's still not in all the way. Oh, hang on a second. Oh, this is a pain. I can see these two areas over here. You see, I'm trying to get them in. Now those two bits are in. I think this is going to take a lot of forcing. Right, those two bits are in. Those right. Every bit that's meant to be in is in. And the only bit I'm not happy about is this area here, which I am now. Yes, everything is in. Woo! Right, we are putting these interior supports in. So basically, the ports, these two bits here that we've had in, he wants me to screw these in using the black screws, which I think I've got some somewhere. Does it fit flush? I'm guessing it should fit on the, let me show you, on the lip, but it doesn't. You're right. Can you, hang on. I'm going to bring this round and up. There we go. So as you can see, it's sitting on the top at the moment. I guess if I do a bit of bending and stuff like that, I can get that to sit flush on that lip. But at the moment, it's you're right, it's not. It isn't completely flush at the moment. I'm sorry for making you guys seasick by moving that around. Okay, where do these go? Oh, right. So we've got some holes here. They're going to be going into that. So we need my black screws. Things certainly are starting to get a bit fiddly now. Yeah, I will. It will go on the lip, Michael. I think it just needs to be a bit more flush on this side. I can see where I can actually move this. There's a bit of a gap there as well. I don't think I'm going to have a problem doing that. Thank God. Right, put this last one in, which goes over here. Oops, wrong way. There you go. And one more. Okay, that is it. Look, issue 89. So the only bit that I need to figure out is just this bit here, and to get it to fit flush, which I will figure out later on when I'm probably breaking it. I don't want to break it any more than it's already broken. Let's turn that around a bit now. There you go. So what do you think of that? That was 4 issues, and we did it in 46 minutes, unlike a 2-hour video that we normally do. So that wasn't bad, was it? As I said, the picture that we had earlier on here, which was this picture here, not that one, that's the screws. This picture here was from issue 93, so this goes up to 89. So in 3 series away, we're going to have it looking like that, which looks pretty cool with a top on and stuff like that. As a matter of fact, it almost looks finished there, doesn't it? So I think that's pretty impressive, and I can't wait. But thinking about if we get 4 issues a month, this means that it does complete after Christmas, I guess. The first week after Christmas. I don't know. I don't know where everyone is on the this subscription. If anyone is ahead and stuff like that. Certainly the Deagostini site's racing ahead at the moment. So, but all good. Anyway, hope you like that stream, and everybody take care. Bye. Hi, I hope you liked that video. If you do like this video, please check out all the other videos that I've got in this channel. Here's a selection of some right now. Also, if you haven't done so already, please remember to subscribe. And if you want to contact me, I'm always available on my Twitter link here. Take care.